Hello fellow travellers, how are you today? Good. Today we're on Fish Island, Trey Koh, Kampot, and we're going to walk over the bridge to the mainland and then along the Dining Cruise River area. This is the new bridge they built a few years ago over to Fish Island. The old bridge is still there beside it. Off in the distance, as always, Mount Kampot. Fish Island is separated, it's in the delta of the Kampot River that flows through Kampot. I can see that the fishing fleet are setting off as I'm going for my walk today. You see the boats coming and going. Where the river boats start. These are boats that open in the evening for dining, and they'll take people on cruises up and down the boats, up and down the river. Generally not every boat actually cruises. Anyone who's a passenger for dining on board and wants to cruise will be grouped, and they fill one boat at a time between the owners generally. These used to be located on the town side of river, but they were moved over here a few years ago, and initially all the docking berths were full, but there are more boats than there are demand for their services, so they've disappeared over the years. But they can be a very nice experience. I went to a wedding recently on one, and it was one of the best weddings I've been to. We've got another boat chugging in, and this is where the river forms a T. To our right it goes down to the sea, and to the left it comes from up the mountains down. The boats themselves are usually made from 2 to 3 hulls lashed together, a deck put on top, a kitchen, and they're not bad. Meals are reasonably priced, and so is the cruise. So that boat might have seen better days. Renovator's delight. The rent for the piers is not cheap though. Last I heard it was $500 US a month. These boats get especially busy on domestic holidays when people come from Phnom Penh. Kampot's very popular with the middle class from Phnom Penh to have a holiday. You do get foreigners on the boats, but just not as much as you do the local people. Today, hop by. And I don't know if you can make it out in the distance, the hills directly ahead in the distance, which might not show up on this camera. That's actually Kep. Today. Yeah, the fishing fleet are setting out tonight. I haven't been along here for a few months, and it is looking a bit run down. Don't know how business is going. There's talk that they might be moved over back the other side of the river. They did have a lot better business when they were there, and that they might be located on the beach they're constructing between the new and old bridges. It's a lovely breeze. This looks like a police station. This is new since I was last down this way. So today he had a walkie-talkie, so he's definitely a policeman. You can see across the bank, that's the main part of town. And as soon as they all got moved over here from the other bank, their business really dropped off. I heard it was a beautification move. They were thought to be cluttering the bank of the river. Like nearly everything in Southeast Asia, if someone makes a successful business, everyone will copy it until it can be hard for anyone to make a profit in it. And that's kind of what happened with the boats by the look, especially since they were forced to move over this side of the river. I worked on one for a while. Almost went deaf. Khmers like to play their music loud. Today. Got another fishing boat chugging along here. A lot of the fishing is dominated by the Cham people, and I hope to do a video in the future about them. They're originally from Vietnam, and their empire was conquered by the Vietnamese and most of them fled. I've met some in Vietnam who continue to be Hindu, but the ones who ended up in Cambodia converted to Islam along the way. And they speak a language that's related to Malay. So they're quite distinct. They've got their own script and alphabet. Hello.
Hello.
The music is usually cranked right up. karaoke. Favourite pastime in East Asia. Often been invited, and when I've actually partaken, people give me a look of what the hell's going on when they hear my voice trying to sing. Okay, we've nearly reached the end, and as always, thanks for watching if you made it this far. If you've got any comments or questions, please leave them down below. I'll be more than happy to answer anything I can. Thank you very much for tuning in, fellow travellers. Have a good one.